welcome back. Today is the day when I planned for everything, but like when I was in my lift, I was in the lift, and suddenly the rain started pouring in. I thought that even if it will rain, I'll go for my ride because I was planning for it from a long time. So I just packed everything in my backpack and then I came out and see. Just after riding for 1 kilometers, everything is clear. I'm planning to go towards Anandgiri Hills. Google Map is showing it is 76 kilometers, and if there will be no traffic, I can cover that distance in 1 hour. And after this road, I have to. Oh man, what a view! This is, I guess, Hussain Sagar Lake, and people are clicking pics. People are enjoying. Yeah, this is. Oh, this is a really nice view. But yeah, this countryside is also looking fine. Escape from the usual concrete jungle where I live. Google Maps sucks, man. Never ever believe on Google Maps and see. Don't even know where am I. Yeah, guys, so change of plan. We are returning back like from halfway because the weather was not very good. And yeah, so as I don't have nothing else to talk, I will tell you about my experience in topping up my engine oil. So I will go with the usual why, how. So first thing is why, and like why one should top up the engine oil or anything. So the thing is, like in an engine there are a lot of moving parts, and those parts are moving and are made up of metal. So what engine oil or lubricant, what it does ki it lubricates the inner surface of our like engine. So all the gears are all the gearing and everything, any moving part, it just lubricates them so that everything will work properly. So sometimes what happens that, and there are like rings and seals which prevent engine oil from getting into the places it should not. And what can be those places? Let's say the combustion chamber, where like petrol and air mixture is coming, and it is just that the blasts are happening. If engine oil will go there, then it will just get burned, and it will just come out in the exhaust, and the only thing it will do is it will make our smoke much darker, nothing else. So to prevent that, there are rings, seals and whatnot. But as you all know, our Duke is like it is a high revving engine, and it runs on a like not normal pressure or not normal revs. So it is just my guess, I don't know why it happens or what are the exact technicalities. But what happens that sometimes the engine oil seeps through the seals and everything, and it get burned in the combustion chamber. So due to that, um, sometimes it may happen that your bike will drink your engine oil. The ideal case is though ki if you're putting 1.5 liters engine oil in your bike, it should come out in the exact same amount, because we are not burning the engine oil. But that is the ideal scenario, and mostly when you drain your engine, so some amount of engine oil is consumed. So it was the usual preventive maintenance I was doing. I was just cleaning my bike and I was checking like what are the engine oil and coolant levels and all those things. And I found out that my engine oil level is like somewhat even below the low mark. And as I have to go for a long ride, it can be a problem for me, because I was like, I'm 3 months away from my next service. So but I thought that I will just top it up on my own. So and there are different types of engine oil, but in the time of top up you just have to go with the oil which was already there. So by default, our KTM bikes, Bajaj is the service provider in India. So what they suggest that Motul 7100 10W50 fully synthetic engine oil. Yeah, there are a lot of words or lot of numbers in between them, so I'll just tell you what like each number means, and it is not very complex or it is not very technical. So basically, other than the naming of the brand or naming of the model number of the engine oil, everything else is straightforward. So let's say Motul 7100 fully synthetic, this, and 10W50 is what we normally put it in the service. And what this 10W50 means, so both are the temperatures. So 50 is the temperature when engine is running. So means it can go a lot more technical and all, but on the basic knowledge, the 10, like the number before the W, like 10W50, the 10 is suggesting that this engine oil is tested for like in cold temperature is the 10 degree centigrade, and in the higher temperature is 50 degree. But that 50 degree is not the ideal room temperature. 50 degree is the temperature like when outside temperature is 50 and engine is running. And what the manual or like what is the industry knowledge is that they take 100 degree centigrade as the running temperature of the bike. So 50 means outside temperature 50, this oil will work fine and it will perform all of its duties. So when temperature goes down, oil becomes thicker, temperature goes up, oil becomes thinner. So the engine oil should perform consistently in both the situation. So this is the why part. So now we'll come to how part. So the how part is, first you have to buy the engine oil. So because engine oil is something which is an important part of your engine. I cannot rely on any third party vendor or anyone, because nowadays there is a lot of fake products circulating over the market. I did not take any chance, and I just ordered it from my service center. That was the best thing I could have done. and I guess it was like 1650 something. So yeah. And yeah, one more thing, to check the engine oil, because it behaves differently in different categories. So I went into the user manual, I read everything, and there KTM itself is telling us to just on the engine, like start the ignition, and then keep it running for like 2 to 4 minutes, or let's say you keep the engine running for 5 minutes. So in that 5 minute, your engine oil will get hot, and it will be in its proper functioning temperature. So then there will be no thick gravy kind of thing, it will be in proper like concentration or the thickness. Then just sit on the bike or keep it on like padlock, but sit on the bike and then check the gauge. The best level for your engine oil is between low and high. So then I just opened the lid, which is on the right side. I will show you in the video. You open the lid, and then I just opened my engine oil box. I opened the seal, everything, and it doesn't come with a funnel, so you will have to buy one. But I was like, I'm an engineer, so I just used the old water bottle. I created a funnel with that, and it worked. And then I poured it bit by bit. But then what happened, that this was my first time, and I just overfilled it. I saw that now my engine oil is over the top level, and yeah, while filling or anything, try to make sure that you will your engine oil or your anything, your all the cloth or anything, there should be no dust going inside the engine, because that is a sealed compartment. It should be clean, only the engine oil should go down there. So then I had to remove some of the engine oil. So there were like 2-3 ways to do it. One is like there is a drain bolt on the like below part of a engine. You can just lose it, you can unscrew it, and it will the oil will start flowing out. But I did not want to open one more problem for me, because while filling up the oil and all, like everything was so like headache. So I thought I'll just be a jugadu again. I did that. I just used a syringe. So you can get that syringe on your any of your medic shop. I just used that. So I used a fruit juice pipe, and I just removed I guess 50 to 75 ml of oil or 100 ml. And then I checked again. I started my bike and I checked the actual like reading. It was perfectly in between the low and high part. So it was a good experience, a new experience. So now it's a misconception part. So people think engine oil is engine oil, and you can just keep adding the engine oil so that it will be in proper range and you can use it forever. No, the timings of the service interval is there due to some reason. It is not like you can just make your own thing. So after a certain amount of time, the engine oil loses it lubricating properties, and this happens due to the temperatures it goes in, or like anything. And the other misconception is that you can mix any oil with anyone. No, the numbers and the models and everything, it is there for a reason. You cannot mix any two oils. You should not, means it is not like if you'll mix it then there will be a blast, but you should not. There is like different density, different properties of lubrication and all, so you should follow them. And yeah, engine oil is good for your engine. It lubricates everything, it makes everything like that smooth. But the amount of engine oil is also one thing which you should keep in your mind. So the big misconception that more is better, or the issue is all the rings and the seals and all those things are there for a certain temperature, pressure and everything. So if you will fill the engine oil above the max level, it can create extra pressure on the seals. The crankshaft thumping up the engine oil can create it foggy. There can be not foggy, foamy. So there can be a foam formation when the amount is not in between the proper min max mark, and due to that foam, the engine oil may lose its lubricating properties.